One of the things that I have seen is that every time we try and do IPD, it's like we're teaching everyone all over again. So interested to see how much it's spreading throughout the industry.
As leaders of industry, I encourage you to take risks and to apply this knowledge so we can continually improve. Unless we learn from the past, then we are destined to relive it.
I think it'll be a long process, and there'll be good and bad, as with every delivery system, but I think that culture that gets driven out of those projects is infectious.
And once owners really say, not only do I want to learn more, I want to do a project, it starts driving change in the industry.
By becoming a market leader in integrated project delivery, Chandos Construction aims to set a higher standard of collaboration for the construction industry while simultaneously delivering the highest possible value to their clients. But IPD is just the next step in a long line of developments that have set Chandos apart, an extension of a corporate culture that holds capital subordinate to people and not the other way around. Chandos' model of employee ownership drives innovation and encourages a culture of continuous improvement. This culture allows new ideas like IPD to be vigorously absorbed and integrated, out of genuine desire on the part of every employee to stand out from the pack and deliver something different, if not truly unique.
Chandos has always been employee-owned. At the founding of the company, it was started by 3 partners. And the first key employee they hired, they sold him part of the company. So it's been in our philosophy ever since. About 8 years ago, we made the decision that we wanted to make ownership available to every single person that worked in the company. So we moved to very, very broad-based, and it's been great.
That should be in our work in progress here. Yeah, so if you go right there.
Being employee-owned and having the collaboration that we do means that I don't need to punch a clock. And I don't think any of the other employees that I work with do either. I know myself, I get up in the morning and I want to be at work. I want to ensure that everybody that's dependent on me, that I fulfill what they need at the end of every day, because we all have to rely on each other.
We think it's important to be employee-owned because we wanted to build a company that is built to last forever. Our system creates a flow. A certain percentage of our company changes hands every year, with some people who are moving into the business and building their careers, and other people who are retiring from the business or moving to the tail end of their career. And what that provides us with is a flow. So the company is a system where people flow in and flow out. And it's really important that the employee ownership model supports that, because we can build for the long term. We can play the long game, we can make long-term investments, and that's really what's built our company to what it is today.
When we hire somebody new, it's generally part of the interview process. We're always looking for people who are interested in ownership along with us. We have a vetting period of about a year it takes, so when we join us about a year later, we invite every single employee to join in our ownership. So they would get an offering that would be related upon their experience, their time with us, and the position they currently hold.
We generally want employees to have some cash down, and so they have some skin in the game, and we finance them into ownership positions in the business. So it may take them, 5 to 10 years to have their shares in the company paid off. But the idea is not to worry about how big your piece of the pie is in the company, and to think about making the entire pie bigger for everyone. And so, the financial benefits of that can be significant. I can think of people who have been owners in this company for 15 years plus, and to think about what they bought in at, and we've now grown 10 times that over that period of time. To start to wrap your head around what that looks like, employee ownership just makes sense all day long.
Yes, profitability is important, but it's not all about money. People want to be proud of where they work. So they want their company to be a good corporate citizen. They want to have work-life balance or good work-life integration. They want to be developed, and they want to do a great job for their customers. That's part of being proud about their organization.
I wasn't sure how you wanted to do that, if that's the only process.
Kind of wanted to work for a smaller company and all that. And that's who you want to work for, right? You want to work for somebody that you know and care about. That's the same as the guys that work for me. I want them to know that I care about them as a employee, person. It's not just come in and you're a robot. You talk about issues. Everybody's got issues at home and all that stuff. You just want everybody to have that confidence. To me, that streams out into the job site, so.
The core values and priorities of Chandos Construction are examined and evaluated by the Board of Directors every year. Following the annual general meeting, the board signs off on the company's statement of intent.
Most board of directors sign off to a statement of intent that says we will maximize shareholder return in a financial sense. We maximize return to our shareholder and our customers and our community. So we are profit seeking. However, we define profit in multiple ways. One of the principles in our statement of intent is that capital is subordinate to people. So technically, Chandos is not a capitalist business. Chandos is an intensely competitive, free enterprise business, but we're not there to exist just financial capital, and there is no passive capital in our system. If you are not actively engaged in the business, you're not allowed to own any of our company. So it's a closed system where all of the profits accrue to the people who are contributing to the value creation in the business. So we have what's called a meritocracy. And technically our corporate structure is a partnership where we are a blend of an employee-owned cooperative and a typical North American corporation.
Another facet of the business that differentiates Chandos even from other employee-owned companies is the fact that there is only one class of voting share, from laborer all the way up to the CEO.
If we're going to be inclusive and we're going to be a team, we want to make sure that everybody has the same voting right. Everybody's treated equally. So it doesn't matter if you're the president, it doesn't matter if you're a project manager, it doesn't matter if you're in the field, we all have the same shares and the same voting rights. And that's fundamental to our core beliefs.
Everybody on my team is rowing in the same direction. Everybody on my team has my back, and I've got everybody's back on my team as well, because we're not working for a conglomerate. We're not working for a board of directors or working to get a share price up strictly so that other people can make money. We're doing it for ourselves. So not only is this a sense of pride because of the buildings that we build, that we walk away with that every day, but the profit for our company is tied directly to what we do.
The alignment of these principles that are so integral to the culture at Chandos has led Chandos to be recognized as a benefit corporation, or B Corp.
Chandos was the first major general contractor in North America to receive a B Corp certification. It's really about using business as a force for good. The whole notion that businesses are just there to make money on investment capital is very outdated, and there's a ton of evidence to suggest that. And the businesses that use purpose at their core as one of their driving factors, they have better profitability, they have higher employee engagement, they have happier people, they have a more positive effect on their environment and the people they do business with. And really, business is the biggest driver in our economy. And if we can harness business as a force for good, it will make a dramatic impact. And it is inevitable. It is happening. The B Corp movement is strong. There's over 2,000 B corporations in over 50 countries. And there's going to be a lot more in Alberta in the coming years. The numbers will probably double within the next couple of years. And we thought we might as well be at the front end of the curve and be a leader instead of a follower.